Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know this is a little bit of a different setup. Usually it's vlogging, and I don't know whether my makeup review video is going to be up yet. I think this video might be coming up before that, so be sure to keep up to date, turn on those notifications. Gosh, I sound like a professional YouTuber. I'm not, I'm doing this for fun. Also, I got a new mic. If you know me, you know that I've been wanting a mic for a good while now, just because I do play video games and stuff. I do have the Astro headsets that I use for gaming, but I thought I would like to have a little bit of a better camera, or not camera, microphone. So let me know what y'all think. This is the Rode Mini USB microphone. It was about $99. Got it at Target, and honestly, everyone that I've talked to using this mic has said I've sounded a lot better and a lot clearer, so let me know. Also, peep the new nails. I did green, got rid of the red. I feel like I had red for the longest time. Um, and then I did have like a light green for a while. Sorry, I keep looking at myself and not at the camera. I'm so sorry about that. I'll try to be better. But I did have like a light green, but I went skiing in Utah not too long ago over my spring break, and I broke a nail, and I had work the next day, so I was trying to figure out how to fix it, and I didn't have the right green that matched the other nails, so I did this green instead. Just, it is what it is. I like them. I might switch them out a little later. We'll see. But I kind of wanted to sit down and talk to y'all. I'm also sorry, Theo is sitting back there. So if you do see him stick his head out, that's him. There's, a dog in my room. My room is a bit messy. There is a duffel bag right there, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But I kind of wanted to talk to you guys. I feel like it's been a minute since I've sat down and just really kind of opened up and explained myself a little bit. A lot has happened this past 2 years. I'm so sorry if that mic picked up me drinking water. I do not know the strength of this mic yet. If y'all have this mic, if y'all know anything about mics, if y'all can help me figure out the settings, the stuff like that, please drop a comment. If you have my number, if you have my socials, if you have my personal socials, anywhere you can contact me and help me figure out the settings for this, that would be great. But, excuse me. But basically, these past 2 years have been insane. A lot has happened. And I kind of want to start, I guess I want to start at freshman year of college. Towards my second semester, I ended up, and if you know the story and if you know the people, I'm not going to mention names. I'm not wanting to talk about this to hate on anyone. I just want to say, like, everyone I talk about in this video, everything that I say, I mean it, from my point of view and from my perspective. How do I word this without, like, I don't wish anyone unwell. Um, if you know the person I'm talking about, everything I say, please take with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to hate on anyone. I'm not trying to, you know, at the end of the day, these people at one point I did love and, think of as family. And I just want to say, like, I wish them well, and I hope they're doing okay. And I hope that they are, I hope they're good. In all honesty, I hope that they're achieving their goals and just, doing what they want and love to do, and I hope they're good. But basically, I had a group of friends my freshman year, towards second semester, and towards the end of second semester, and this is back freshman year of college, by the way, um, ended up ending a friendship with. So it was a group of four of us, me included. So I was friends with three other girls, and ended up not being friends with two of them. Some drama had happened, and we decided, it would be best to part ways and to move on from each other. Not to say that these girls, at the end of the day, it was no one's fault. It was, I think we all played a part in what had happened. And I think we all, I don't want to say blame, but I think we all have a part of what happened to own, if that makes sense. I think we each contributed to what. Let me turn my phone off. I am so sorry, y'all. But I think we all have a part to what had happened. I said some things. One girl said some things. The other girl really said some things. But yeah, basically, we just decided to move ways. One of the girls and I, and again, if you know the person, please do not share their names. Like I said, I, don't wish harm on any of these people. One of these girls and I decided to move in together. And as much as I love this person, and I would say I still consider them family, we might, not be as close as we are anymore. I still consider them family. I still, wish them well. Just maybe living together was not the best situation. Um, we moved in together almost, I want to say 2 months before freshman second semester ended, and I loved living with them. Um, it's it was great. It was great until the point where they got, and like I said, no hate. This is just my perspective and my point of view, and I would like to be open and honest and share. But in my point of view, I feel like things were going great until they end up, getting into a relationship and kind of changing up their values. I'm sorry if that light is reflecting on my classes. I do apologize for that. But I think the relationship did change. Oh, I hope that's better. But I do think that Theo's making some noise. But I do think that the relationship changed that person just a little bit. And I do think that due to the fact that we were living together and they were in a relationship and I wasn't, kind of changed things because I had lost my two other friends. So for a good while, my friend that was the roommate was one of my only friends here in the state that I live in, because I'm not from the state I live in. I go to college here. Yeah, I'm still learning to make friends, and if you are too, that is perfectly okay. Making friends is hard. I'm not going to lie. Making friends in your 20s is hard. I feel like in a way, at least, I don't know how to word this again, but I feel like in a way making friends in your 20s is very hard because it still feels like you have those cliques from like high school, and you have the girls that are already in their groups, and like all those people that are like they're all into this one thing, or they're all like they all love to do this other thing together. Excuse me. Whereas for me, I feel like, well, yeah, I like doing that, but I don't like doing that all the time. But I could also do this thing all the time. Like, I feel like I like a lot of things, and I feel like I could fit into different groups and into different friendships. But because I'm so open to doing this and that, that there's not really a group for me, which will hopefully change soon. Um, I'm gonna take my glasses off. I can see my reflection and from the lights and stuff, so that's not really cool. But yeah, making friends in your 20s is hard. But if you're struggling too, it's okay. Just know that I'm struggling, and I'm sure a lot of other people are struggling as well. And that I'm gonna get close to the mic for this, things will get better. I promise. It just takes time and a little patience, which I've had to learn. I might be yelling that part out, but I've had to learn that stuff like that. Sorry, Theo. Um, Stuff like that does take time. Things do take time, and it comes with a lot of patience, and you've got to learn to, be open to any kind of friendship. And you can always decide later on if that person's being toxic, if that person isn't matching your values, or doing things that you don't agree with, or doing things that, you think is wrong. You can always stop being friends with that person. There is no rule that says you've got to stay friends with someone. And I've had to learn that a lot in my life, to where I'm best friends with someone and they start acting immature or a little bit in over their heads, I guess. And I've had to take a step back and be like, is this person adding value to my life? Is this person harming, what I believe in? Are they, matching up with my vibe? It's basically, is, like I said, vibes. If they're not, then, maybe it's time to say goodbye, and maybe it's time to go find some new friends. But with that being said, that roommate ended up moving out. And although we don't talk as much anymore, I'm always open, and I'll always be there for them if they do need anything. And if they do, want to rekindle a friendship, I'm always open to that as well. I just think we both agreed that, because we were so close of friends, that possibly living right across the hall from each other was probably not the best idea. And I've seen a lot of TikToks, I'll be honest. You guys aren't on TikTok. I am so proud of you, because I knew there was a day where I was like, I'm not going to download TikTok. And I ended up doing it. And now TikTok is where I find recipes, it's where I find advice, it's where I find new music. It's TikTok. Everything's on TikTok. Let me just say that. But I found a TikTok, and if you're struggling with this as well, I'll try to link it if I can find it. But basically, it's this girl. She lived with her best friend for about, I want to say it was 2 years. And they lived in an apartment, and they ended up actually not talking to each other as much. And one day, one of the roommates, there was an apartment right underneath that apartment, so like the floor below them. And one of the roommates actually ended up moving to that apartment Excuse me. So instead of living together in the same apartment, they end up just living right above each other, or below and above each other, and living in the same building instead, and their friendship actually became a lot stronger. So, with that being said, in a way, I'm kind of glad that that roommate moved out, because maybe if we do rekindle our friendship, which a part of me hopes we do, but I'm not gonna push it. I'm gonna let that person do what they need to do, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna be upset. But I'm kind of glad that they moved out, so that we're not always in each other's space. We're not always seeing each other. I think that's the other thing. I don't know if y'all have heard or know of the term love bombing, but I feel like a lot of people do it without realizing that they're doing it. And if you don't know the term love bombing, it basically is where you love someone so much that you're willing to go above and beyond for them, which there's probably a textbook definition of what love bombing is, but this is just my definition. I need to move these cords out. But basically, I think that love bombing is, like I said, you go above and beyond for them all the time, and you're always wanting to see them every single day, and you're always, buying them stuff or doing stuff with them and etc. You're just loving a little too hard. And I think when you're living with a close friend like that, I think love bombing does tend to happen, because you're always seeing each other every day. I mean, this is where you sleep, this is where you eat, this is where you study. We're living right across the hall. It is so easy to just walk into each other's room. And I feel like if you love someone, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a family member, I feel like you can't see them every single day. I feel like you need to take breaks from each other. And, I always tell this to my friends. I'm like, if you're in a relationship, like, maybe see them like 2-3 times a week, but try to keep it, not every single day, because you want to have stuff to talk about with that person. But if you're with them every single day and you guys are doing things together every single day, you run out of, I feel like, individuality and independence. And then, like, if you're trying to talk about your day, there's not much to talk about because that person was with you. Like, you can't be like, I went to Target and got blah, blah, blah. The other person's going to be like, yeah, I was with you. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So that's kind of what happened um, with the roommates and my friendship. And we're getting better. I've made some new friends. I have a new roommate now, and she's great. Actually really like her. We had a slight issue, but she really helped me out the other day, which I'll get to in just a second. I know I keep saying I'm gonna get to it, and I promise it's kind of big news for me. And if you know me and you already know the news, I'm actually really excited. But basically, she really helped me the other day, and I think our issue kind of resolved itself just because of what she did. And she was really there for me when I really needed someone and didn't realize I needed someone. But she's great. She's a little older than, I am. But yeah, so we have a full house now. So it's 3 of us, including myself. So I have 2 other roommates. And yeah, basically that's kind of the update on friendships and roommate stuff. I know that some of you guys follow me on social media. We're probably wondering, sorry guys, my throat is so dry. I don't think it helps that I'm drinking cold, like ice cold water. but a lot of you guys follow me on social media, and when the stuff had happened, you guys were all asking me, and like about I had 15 people ask me what happened, and I thought it'd just be easier to make a video where y'all can just watch it instead of me having to explain it to 15 different people. Because then it's just copy paste at that point, because I'm not going to sit there and type the entire thing. And basically, like, I would just copy and paste it. But I think a video is much more personal. I feel like y'all can just listen to it if you're in the car, if you're just having lunch. I don't know. I tend to watch YouTube videos while I eat. But yeah, basically, that's what happened. We just had a little falling out. My roommate and I just needed to separate. I wish there was something wild for me to tell you. There's not much that I can tell you without getting a little too personal. But honestly, y'all, it's nothing major, nothing crazy. No one died, no one, physically fought each other. Nothing crazy happened. Mainly the gist of it was just falling outs. Which, like I said, no one's to blame, and I don't wish anything bad upon any of these people. And if you guys are one of those people who are watching this video, then I hope you guys are doing okay. Just know that I do think about y'all from time to time, and I do see y'all's social media, and it still makes me happy every time, an Instagram post pops up or a TikTok, and I can just see that y'all are okay and y'all are happy with where you're at in life. And honestly, it's great to see you thriving. So I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. But on to my big news. Right before I get to that, I do want to mention that I do currently have a job. So I work at Nike. Of course, I'm not going to say where, but I work at a Nike Unite store, which is, if y'all don't know what that is, it's basically like an outlet store. There's kind of like two Nike outlet store types. So you basically have your main Nike store, which you call like your full line Nike stores. Then you have like the Nike outlet that are usually at like those, what are they called? They're like the Tanger outlets, Nike outlet store. I think we call those half lines. Not too sure. I could be completely wrong, but this is kind of how I see it. So if you're a Nike employee watching this, I am so sorry. I'm going to say this, I do not speak for the brand or the company. So yeah, I'm just putting that out there. I don't speak for Nike, or, I'm just explaining my job. That is all. And then you have the Nike Unite stores. So I work at a Nike Unite store, which I actually have a shift in the morning, but anyways. So I work there. I love it. It's a lot of fun. I like shoes. I just got a pair of what are they called? I have the box right there. But the white Nike Blazers, I know they have a number. Is it like 77 or something? I'm not like big into the numbers. I just know the shoe. So I got the white Nike Blazers, which, excuse me, sorry. Oh, Theo wanted to say hi. But I got the white Nike Blazers. I really like those. They're super comfortable. They were a little tight at first, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just because I haven't worn a high top shoe like that in such a long time. And I haven't gotten a new pair of high top anythings in such a long time. I do wear my Converse high tops, but I've had those since like elementary school. Which, can we just talk about that for a second? Does anyone else have like a pair of Converse that they've just had for ages? And I mean like an ungodly amount of years. Like, I've had my Converse, like I have a pair of think the I have a pair of black Converse high tops that I've had, I'm pretty sure, since the 4th grade. And they still fit me. And I'm going to be honest, they're still a little big on me. Like, if you have ever seen me wear them, I have to tie them so tightly just so that they don't slip off my feet. But I've broken into those, and I have the white ones. I've broken into those as well. The Blazers, the Nike ones, I've just now have been able to break them in. So that's really exciting. And you honestly, whoa, what is wrong with my voice? You honestly get a very good discount at Nike. I think you get staff dress days as well. And I think mine starts today's the let me just check. Today's the 13th, so mine starts on the 14th. So, yeah, pretty exciting. I'm probably going to I'm trying to debate. You get up to 150, I think. And I'm still fairly new. I've only been working here like I want to say 2 months. But I don't know if you get like up to 150 for free or if you get up to 150 and then half off. So, not too sure about that. I am thinking of getting a pair of shoes though. I'm gonna double check with my mom because my mom helps me make decisions when it comes to shoes, because as much as I can shop on my own, and I promise that I can, it's just I have my clothes here and then I have so many other clothes in my hometown. So like my mom's house, and I have like all my dresses, all my like business stuff, like I don't want to say like fancy outfits, but I have a lot more over there. And it's just easier if I ask her because she kind of knows the clothes I have there and can kind of tell me if it will match. I, when I buy shoes, I don't know if anyone else is like this, but when I buy shoes, I try to find shoes that will like match my other clothes. Does anyone else do that? Because I feel like a lot of people my age will buy a pair of shoes. I hope you're buying more than like the one shoe. But buy a pair of shoes for one outfit and it just doesn't go with anything else. Like I saw this girl on TikTok and she had like I don't even know. She had a whole closet full of shoes. Excuse me. She had a whole closet full of shoes and she said she's never reworn a pair of shoes before. So that means she's buying a new pair of shoes for every single outfit. And I was like, that's a little crazy. I feel like I wear the same 3 pairs of shoes. Now 4 with my Blazers, but I wear the same pairs of shoes like almost every single day. Like I wear my white Air Forces almost every single day. And then I have some black Nike shoes. I have to wear all Nike for work, and so I tend to be wearing a lot of Nike lately. Um but yeah. Sorry. I just thought that was kind of crazy. But anyways, love working there. I've made a couple friends from work. I don't know if I would consider them like friends, but you know how you have like coworker friends or like school friends or so I have some coworker friends and they're fun, and we usually do a morning huddle and we'll play a game of like we made a oh sorry we made like a paper basketball with rubber bands around it for extra support, and we will play a game of trash can basketball, and I think that's really fun. We will also play Four Corners. I haven't played it yet, but I heard it's really fun. So I'm hoping I get to do that sometime before I leave. And I think that's a good transition because we're already getting to 30 minutes, and I don't think anyone's going to watch this for 30 minutes. If you are here, thank you. I really appreciate it. But my big news, I have decided that I will be moving to Disney. And what I mean by that is on May 13th, I will be officially moved in to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. I am doing the college program, so the Disney college program. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a full-time job or a part-time, or it's basically a job at Disney that you do for a period of time. So my program happens to be 7 months long. So I'll be moving in there from May 13th through January 2nd. Now, what some of y'all might be thinking is, so are you just going to skip fall semester? No, I will not be skipping fall semester of school. My plan is to take online classes and keep up with doing school while I'm at the Disney program. I know a lot of people don't recommend doing that. The program themselves don't recommend to do that, but I would rather do it so that I can stay ahead of my studies and not lose so much time. I would rather try to like catch up and try to get ahead instead of falling behind. We should start a yawn count or something of how many times I've yawned this last like 10 minutes. But yeah, so Elvis and Pua back there. That's also why that is Baby Yoda. What is his name? Grogu or something. My little squishmallow is just stuffed in that duffel bag. But that duffel bag, like this area right here, that's all Disney stuff that I'm packed up for. So I'm really excited to go. I did get my role. So when you apply to the Disney college program, you have to, it's like 1 through 5, I believe, and you have to mark down like 1 being the one you want the most, 5 being the one you want the least. I put attractions as my number 1. I put merchandise as my number 2. I don't remember the rest that I put, but I put food service as number 5. So today's Friday or Saturday now. On Wednesday, I might have had a small little panic attack in my bed where I was sobbing and crying my little heart out because I did get food service. More specifically, they put me to work in a coffee shop, and I am not ready to go back into the food service and into the food industry. I have worked in restaurants and I did Starbucks for almost a year. I know what that job entails, and it is a lot of stress. Working for Starbucks, and again, I do not speak for the brand or the company, but working for Starbucks, as much as I loved the job, it was very, very stressful. And on top of that, I have gone to Disney multiple times in my life, and I'm so grateful that I've had that opportunity. But I do know that they offer seasonal drinks. So not only do they have like normal Starbucks usually just has seasonal drinks for like spring and winter. So like for instance, this spring they have like a lavender matcha or like a lavender lemonade. Around the holidays, they have the eggnog thing. I don't even know if they did the eggnog thing this year, but they have the eggnog, the pistachio, the creme brulee, the all those holiday drinks. I know Disney does that as well, but they also have drinks made for characters and for each event, and there's a lot more seasonal drinks and special drinks, and like there might be like, I think the other day, I'm sorry if you heard that train, but I know the other day, like, I heard that they had like a Rapunzel drink out, and like they do like a lot of different drinks, and I just know that oh, sorry, it's getting late. I need to go to sleep. But I do know that that job is just not for me. Um, so I am currently working with someone to try and get my role switched. And I'm not opposed to food service. I just kind of want to get out of kind of essentially working underneath Starbucks, because although, and I don't know if y'all know this, but oh, I don't know what that was. Oh, thumbs up, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I do know that in the Walt Disney World Company, as far as I know, most coffee shops on Disney property are run by Joffrey's or Starbucks. I think in the parks mainly. The coffee shop I would be working at would be under Starbucks. Excuse me. Huh. That has to be like Yawn 6 or something. But all that to be said is I am still going to be doing the Disney College program. I just need to figure out if I can get a different role or not. And we're working through that and we're sorting things out. But overall, I'm super, super excited. And I can't wait to meet some other Disney friends, because I feel like out of my friend group, I am the major Disney adult. And I am the one who's like always watching a Disney movie, or like I have Elvis and Pua back here on this wall. I have a bunch of pictures, and a huge chunk of them is Disney related. And I do have like this picture of my grandma and I don't know if y'all can see it, but oh, maybe like that. But my grandma and I, and it's in a Bambi frame. And I've got more of these frames that I am taking this picture to Disney though. But I do have more of these frames that I will be putting pictures in. And like even on my desk right now, got a little hocus pocus. I've got Sarah Sanderson, and I've got so many Disney Funko Pops and Marvel Funko Pops. But yeah, so that's kind of my big news. So I'm very excited, and just be on the lookout when I do move there. There will be and I mean a ton of Disney vlogs and Disney content. So if that's something you're interested in, please, please subscribe. Please let me know if there's anything y'all want me to do or see or show y'all at Disney. If you guys have any questions, as always, please let me know. Please feel free to contact me if there is a topic you would like me to do. I do kind of like sitting down here and just talking straight up with you guys. There's no edits in this. I'm just going to upload it as it is. So if I'm talking a little weird or not making sense, I'm sorry, but I feel like this is just raw, and I rather post something raw with you guys than something edited and stuff like that. So if y'all want some advice or just want another perspective on something, please feel free to reach out and contact me, and I can make a video. I might do a video if y'all do decide to send me some advice questions. I might make a video with all of those like questions in one, just so it's not like a quick 5-minute video or such. But yeah, basically that is it for today. I hope you guys have a great day, night, wherever you guys are. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.